Hi friends, welcome back to another interesting video. So today we are going to discuss about two very important yogas, yet very easy yogas. Okay, so first of all, we are going to discuss about this Amala Yoga. At times it is known as the Amala Yoga also. So it gives a lot of success to the person. It gives a lot of reputation, money, wealth, everything to the person. Okay, so how this Amala Yoga is formed, let's try to understand. It says that when a natural benefic planet such as Jupiter or Venus, okay, these two planets are most auspicious planet in astrology, friends. Okay, so Mercury part is depends like what role a Mercury is playing. Based on the placement it can be decided. So either Jupiter, Venus or Mercury. Okay, as I told, Mercury is we need to see, then only we can understand, but Jupiter and Venus are natural benefic planets. Okay, so these benefic planets, when they are or a moon or strong moon, the strong moon, when how we can understand, friends, is like when the moon is very near to the full moon. Okay, so the way it goes, it goes towards the 15 days of, as we understand, that is Krishna Paksha or Sukla Paksha. Okay, so Sukla Paksha is considered to be auspicious as compared to the Krishna Paksha. Okay, so this moon is very strong. Okay, so benefics are placed. It means that when either Jupiter or Venus is placed in the 10th house from the Lagna. Okay, so the first condition is Jupiter or Venus or Moon. It can be Mercury. Okay, Mercury and Moon, both we have to see that how, what is the power, what is the dignity they have, how then only we can understand that whether the Moon and Mercury is also creating this. Anyways, when Mercury is placed in 10th house, it becomes Dikbali, so it gains a lot of strength in the 10th house only. So this like when we see that, it is from the, this is, I will show you in this picture. So this is the first house. Okay, so first house is here, and if you see from here this chart, okay, this number can be anything, because based on your chart it has to, we have to see that this is, we have to consider this is the first house. Any number can be written because the number denotes like what sign or what ascendant you have. Okay, so suppose for example, if we see this as Aries ascendant, and here we see that this is the first house, so 10th house from here, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th house. Okay, so in this house, when we see that Jupiter is placed here, okay, or Venus is placed here, or Mercury or Moon, Mercury and Moon, we have to see that what is the condition, and what is the strength of those two planets and what role they are playing. Okay, even I would say that for Jupiter and Venus also the same is applied, because as I said in my earlier videos, how to understand the prediction part. So when we are talking about any yoga is formed, we have to see that what ascendant it is, and if the person is going to have the Mahadasha or not. Okay, suppose okay, you can ask me a question, or a question may arise like, okay, this can this yoga be formed by Jupiter if it is Taurus ascendant? No, it may not get formed. Okay, because Taurus is owning 8th house and 11th house in Taurus ascendant, so it may not be possible. The same goes with Tula Lagna also. Okay, it may not. But if you ask, this can happen with of course this can happen with Leo ascendant. It can happen with Aries ascendant, and it can happen with any ascendant where Jupiter owns very auspicious houses, or at least a Kendra or Trikona. That is the point here. Okay, so now to understand why this is why this yoga is very important, because when we go by the houses, okay, 1, 4, 7th and 10th, these are the quadrant houses. These are very important, or the pillars of the horoscope. Okay, so when these four houses are strong, or the planets are placed in in any of these houses, okay, so as I told, like that will be in the ascending order: first house, then then the next powerful house is fourth house, the next powerful house is seventh house, the seventh, then 10th house. Okay, so 10th house is a house of careers, and this is a karma bhava also. So that is why it's very important whether the person can do business or the person can do job. Okay, in both the fields, the person will get success. And what are the results we can expect when this Amala Keerthi Yoga or Amala Yoga is formed? Is the person can gain excellent reputation and respect in the society. Okay, lasting fame and wide recognition. As the name says that, this is a this his name is, he's a very famous person. Okay, that is why it is a lasting fame and name. Okay, that may be possible that the person can go with in history also. Okay, I mean to say that that person can be known as a very renowned person or reputable person in the society. Okay, and he'll have an ethical career and noble character. This is what important, because as I told, this is a yoga which gives reputation to the person. Okay, and many a times wealthy people have name, okay, associated with them and everything, but this person will be with good deeds. Okay, that is what the point here is. The person will be getting name out of his good deeds. Okay, ethical. Okay, ethical is the righteous way of doing the thing, so that is why it is the person will earn name and fame. Okay, wealth through honest and righteous efforts. That's exactly what the point here is. Okay, why it is important? Because earning money, people have different ways through which they earn money, and these days society is changed, so people hardly believe in getting easy getting hard work or doing hard work for money and all that. But it used to be, and it should always be there, as per my opinion, because the any money which a person earns, that person that should be a honest or righteous way of, should not cheat the people and get the money, but it should be earned with hard work and honesty. Okay, of course the business sense will never allow this concept, but still I would say that that is much better way to do business also. Okay, because if you see here, when we see corporates, big corporates or industries such as IT industries and everything, okay, that is a kind of business only, right? So they do business, but they are not cheating anyone. Okay, even they are giving employment to the people, so that sets an example saying that what kind of job you did. Okay, so earning something by doing a business from a wine shop, and earning by opening your own entrepreneurship and going for giving opportunities to people and making people work, and earning in that way is another way of earning money. Okay, that is why I say righteousness, this it's very important for this yoga is the person earns through righteous ways. Okay, then the person has a success in professional leadership. Of course the 10th house is powerful, mean it certainly shows that the person will have success in professional, and person would be a leader only. Public image will be very good, and respected legacy. That is what, as I told, the name follows. Okay, we have seen a lot of our leaders who have name throughout the ages. Okay, so they have many years, they have the name and the reputation. We always remember them for their good deeds. This is one of those yogas which is formed and which gives a lot of reputation and becomes the greatest wealth. Okay, because the righteous states. Okay, this is one yoga, friends. And other yoga I will discuss now is Parvata Raja Yoga. Parvata Raja Yoga is, this yoga is about stability, strength and authority. How this yoga is formed is when all planets are placed in Kendra. Okay, first, seventh, 10th or 10th first, fourth, seventh, 10th house. Okay, from the ascendant, Parvata Yoga is formed. Okay, ascendant is this one. Okay, so from this ascendant, when we see, all the planets are placed in these four houses. Okay, quadrant houses only. Okay, so that is why 1, 4, 7 and 10. So when we have these houses activated in this chart, obviously this chart is becoming very powerful, because these four houses, any planet which is there, and if the Mahadasha is coming, then the person will definitely going to get a very good result, or will be doing something out of it. One more important point I will add here is, whenever like the person is getting money from the quadrant houses, or the quadrant houses money will be a hard work money. Okay, the person has to work hard for it. Okay, the difference between the trine houses and quadrant houses is, quadrant houses, the person has to do a lot of hard work to get money. Okay, so the hard work will be less when the money is coming from the trine houses or 159. Okay, so there, that Amala Kirti Yoga was getting formed by moon also, if the planets are placed from moon. But here there is no involvement of moon. It is just from ascendant only, when all the planets are placed in 1, 4th, 7th. And so this obviously shows one more thing is, like the 6th, 8th and 12th houses are not under activation. Okay, so the person can have a very good life, and maybe he will have a good life till he is but throughout the life he will be having a very good time, or he won't be having that much of struggle, because the struggle houses are not under activation here. What are the benefits when the person is having Parvata Raja Yoga? He says that great inner strength and determination. Why? Because only the planets are placed in the best houses in the chart. Okay, 1, 4, 7 and 10. Okay, high status, authority, and political power. Yes, because the fourth house is, the person will have naturally very good decision making skills. So that is why he'll have high status, authority, and politically also he'll be powerful. Financial stability will also be there, because the struggle houses are not active, under activation here, and the planets are placed in quadrant houses. Okay, ability to handle responsibility with ease, because the problem solving skills, the person will be expert in that, so the person will be able to solve problems or take a very good decisions in with his own like abilities. He is not dependent on others for making very good decisions, and ability to handle responsibilities with ease, and protection support from influential people. As the person himself is powerful, so that is why he will be getting support from influential persons, and long lasting success and respect. This is just like the name explains it, this is a parvat, so it's a very strong kind of yoga which gives lifelong effect to the native. Okay, so that the main strength factors lies here is planets strong by sign, degree or dignity, kendra strong from free from severe affliction, supported by strong lagna lord, good planetary balance chart. Okay, that is why it makes it very important. And one more thing I will add here, like when we are saying that quadrant houses are active in any of the chart, it can be. Okay, so the person will be successful, either he is doing any kind of entrepreneurship, or the person is going for any kind of job related careers also, the person will be very successful. Okay, as I told, this as these, either it can be in Amala Yoga, this can be in Parvata Raj Yoga. This there is equal chance that other Raj Yoga is also getting formed. Okay, I have not discussed, but I am going to discuss about Pancha Mahapurusha Yoga also. So the Pancha Mahapurusha Yoga is formed by 5 planets. So that those planets are like, because that where the moon and sun will not be a part of it. Those yogas will be formed by Jupiter, that yoga will be formed by Venus, that yoga can be formed by Mercury, that yoga can be formed by Mars, and that yoga can be formed by Venus. Okay, so that is how the 5 planets will be forming this kind of yogas, which is known as Malavya Panchamahapurush Yoga, Bhadra Panchamahapurush Yoga, Ruchaka Panchamahapurush Yoga. So whenever the planets are placed here, like in quadrant houses only, obviously they are going to create one of those yogas also. Okay, because that is that is, it's very simple, because whenever the Panchamahapurush yoga is formed, either the person either I'm sorry, so either that planet has to be there in own house, or it can be there in the exaltation side. That's very easy. Okay, that is why this yoga, whenever this Parvata Raj Yoga is formed, it is quite possible that the person is blessed with one or two this kind of Panchamahapurush yogas also. That ultimately shows the details. So friends, this is what I told about two of the most best yogas in astrology. And as you can see, the name denotes, so that is two of the yogas, and I'll be coming with more yogas which shows a lot of success and wealth for the person. These yogas, even though it looks very simple, but it needs careful observation and calculation to understand that whether really this yoga is getting happen. So that's why we have to we have to calculate this, or we have to see the chart carefully. Okay, so this is all about these two yogas, my friends, and hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any your questions, you can put your comments, or you can give your suggestions, and we can discuss further also. And like I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks again. Bye bye.